The man said the first black actually spitting facts, you know. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or what, but you know what, man, for be optimistic rather than be pessimistic. Let's be positive rather than be negative out here, innit? Yeah. So yeah, I take it as a compliment and that. Unfortunately, I have a very unpopular opinion amongst my fellow black people and that's cool. That's the reason why they have a victim mentality. That's the reason why they're unsuccessful. Do you know why I have 4 properties and I've reached somewhat success at a young age of 31? It's because of my mind. I'm not from some silver spoon society. I grew up on the ends. I come from a 2-parent household and that, but we weren't rich. Yeah, man was eating free school meals. I weren't getting trainers every 2-3 months. Man's mum couldn't afford to give me money to buy trainers and that. Furthermore, she couldn't give me no money like that anyway, really and truly. I didn't get pocket money. Man, I had to go to school and buy and sell crisp and drinks and that. So I had my own pocket money. Man's done the road thing. Man's been to prison and that. So I've lived to some degree a hard life and that. And especially I come from humble beginnings and that. Do you know the reason why I've reached some sort of success? It's because my mindset is different. I'd never believed that I'm a victim. Even when I was on road getting in trouble and that, I never had the victim mentality and that. I promise you, it's all in the mindset. I guarantee, I said this to you lot too many times. If I had a crystal ball, yeah, and this version of me, yeah, existed, and there was a polar opposite version of me who had the victim mentality, who believed because he's this skin color, he has to work 3 times as hard as the next man and that, yeah, grey people and that. I promise you, that version there would be no JYs, yeah. It's impossible. There's no way I could have any degree of success in that, because I would think to myself, what's the point of trying? Imagine someone said to you, you have to race Usain Bolt, but you have to start 10 meters behind and put a weight on your back. You're going to think to yourself, fuck that, blood. What's the... Yeah, he's already ahead of me. Yeah, even if I had a head start, yeah, I'm still in a deficit and that. You're not going to want to even start. It's all in the mind, man. It's all in the mind. And you know what? Funny enough, I don't think I've even seen one comment, although I have an unpopular opinion amongst black people. I don't think I've seen one comment yet. I know some jackass is going to say it now that I've said it, obviously. But I don't think anyone said, you're a sellout or coconut or whatever. So I ain't really had that now. But in real life, I've had people say, yo, man, why don't you think like this? I fell out with man. I fell out with my brethrens over this because I didn't have that victim mentality. Literally, we had one argument, stopped talking. That was when I was 20, 11 years ago. Literally, over this mentality of thinking like a victim and that. Trust me, most of my family and that, they all think like that. I'm not talking about man's immediate household. I'm talking about just, the extended family. Most of them think like that. I've been to older family members' yards and that. And they're like, yeah, watch Hidden Colors and that. So I'm like, what the fuck's that? They start watching Hidden Colors and that. He's talking about the slavery and how we got it harder and that. But I don't want to watch that. I want to listen to that poison, blood. My girl had a little argument with one of her friends because obviously my girl is half European, half Arab. So one of her friends is black, said to her, when you have a son, obviously, or daughter, they're going to be mixed race, obviously. You make sure you teach them about black oppression and that. And my girl said, I'm not teaching them about black oppression. You damn right. You damn right. I'm not teaching my son or my daughter. Whether my son or daughter was black, whether my son or daughter was half Chinese or half Arab, whatever, I'm not teaching my children about black oppression. There's no advantages to teaching them about black oppression. All that's going to do is make them feel like a victim. And all that's going to do is make them think, why am I going to try? When it's going to be harder for me to get results and that. So, I have an unpopular opinion amongst most black people and that. That's cool. This is the reason why you're looking at a man who is successful and that, yeah? Or at least reach some sort of degree of success. I'm 31 years old, I've got 4 properties and that. All of them people there that have got the victim mentality, 99.9% of them ain't even got 1 property. They're still in a fucking council house watching TikTok videos and that with their broadcasts. So... I'll continue to have this mindset. Now, this is why man's taken to YouTube and TikTok and that, especially YouTube in the beginning and that. My first few videos and that was definitely about the black thing and that, because I don't understand that mindset and that. Some of the first videos I made on YouTube, I was talking about like you got people talking about, oh, the young black youths are harassed by the police, the young black youths are harassed by the police and that. First and foremost, the people them that are saying that they've never been harassed by the police and they don't even understand why. The reason why the young black youths them is harassed by the police is because they're available, because they're on the wrong path. I promise you, any man that you know right now, even if it's yourself, if you're constantly getting harassed by the police and that, I promise you, it's not because you're in uni, yeah, and then after uni you've got a job, or on the weekend you've got a job, or let's say you finish uni and you go to the gym and that. It's not because of that reason. It's because you're too available. You're on the streets. You're not being productive. You would demand them on the block bunning weed, blood. Anyone that's in university, when they finish university or they finish their job, they go to the gym after university or their job, and then on the weekend they're doing productive, positive things. You ain't got time. You ain't got the availability to be stop and searched by the police. I was one of them idiots. This is why man jumped on YouTube and that, because I realized that, raw. When I was on road, I used to get stop and searched by the police all the fucking time. They knew me by name, blood. But then, when I get a job, when I become a productive and upstanding member of the community and that, or a decent member of society and that, that's when all the stop and searches stopped and that. The police them knew me in my area in Edmonton. I remember, yeah, there used to be obviously, you know, like you got the community police officers and that. We had a few obviously in Edmonton and that, obviously. And I was a bait face, I was a known face in my area. And I remember when I was working for Holmes Haringey, I was in a place called Green Lanes. It's right near Turnpike Lane Station. That's where it starts. And I can't remember, I think I was walking to my van. These times man's qualified as an electrician working for Holmes Haringey. I see a police officer. I'm like, hold on a minute. As we're walking to each other, walking towards each other, I said to him, I know you. I remember you. He said, Jelani. Now he pulled out his hand and he gave man a firm handshake and that. My man used to chase me down the street. Now he's graduated. Man still remember my name. It's like 6 years later, you know. Man still remember my full name, you know. Not just first or last name. Full government name, blah. So all the stop and searches and that all stopped once I got on the right path, man. So that's why I don't respect these people that claim to be a victim and, oh, it's harder for us. It's not harder for us. This is not the 60s or the 50s and that. It's 2020, 2024, yeah, even post 2000, that it's easy out here, man. But if you don't believe it's easy and you tell yourself that you're a victim, well then, what do you think your outcome's going to be? I had someone in the live chat the other day talking about, yeah, we are victims in that. Not me, yeah? You look in the mirror and you speak like that. Don't talk like that to me. Yeah, I ain't no fucking victim, blood. Anyway, man, that's it for today, man. Ran over.